Life Hacks Beyond Convention with Dee and Sonia.
So maybe we're coming to a point where reading and writing is less and less important because actually it's like you look at all of these AI models that we use and we just can use or even just Siri on my phone. You just press the microphone and
Use
you speak.
vocal.
Yeah, exactly. And then it'll even talk back to you. So maybe
Okay.
maybe in the future we're not going to be reading and writing at all.
My challenge with that is I learnt a little bit about brain patterning early on because my
Mm,
child didn't crawl. So
mm,
crawling means you have the opposite limbs moving at the same time. And so there's a crossover with the brain. Yeah.
mm,
And that develops the synapses between the two hemispheres and helps you with a whole heap of other stuff. So that's one thing crawling does is, create more lines between the different hemispheres. The other thing it does is because you're crawling, you're looking down and then you're looking up to see where you're going.
mm,
And it
mm,
teaches your eyes to change focus quickly. And so if
mm,
you don't crawl, there's two areas that in brain patterning that you miss out on. So with fine motor movement, and this is what I use to teach myself, I write notes constantly because I know that that fine motor movement implants the memory in a kinesthetic way. Then I'm looking at it, so I'm reading it visually, and then in my case, I say it in my head, so I'm sort of audibly. So I lock things in on three different levels. If
mm,
we
mm,
lose the kinesthetic, that's a huge part of brain patterning that we're not utilizing and that won't
mm,
effectively develop.
mm,
But we're probably already hitting that now because of typing and computers,
mm.
laptop.
There's a bit
Yeah.
of a resurgence apparently in people being interested in books again
Yeah.
and notebooks and things. Even like I did went to a couple of op shops either over the weekend or earlier in the week. I can't remember exactly when, but just very recently. You know, I couldn't believe how many people were in the op shops in the book sections,
Oh,
which was interesting in comparison to, I don't know, the whole time I've been going to op shops like my whole life. So
mm.
there was just, yeah, I just was shocked. And it was each op. So how many did I go to? I must have gone to three op shops and they were all the same. It was just all of these people in the book
Wow.
sections looking at
Okay.
books.
Well, that's encouraging. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that was
know.
encouraging. Now they weren't 15-year-old people.
Mm.
They were all adults, pretty much. But yeah, I thought, oh, interesting that we're seeing this. And the other thing I've noticed that's because I've been just trying to look at different trends for handcrafts and different things. And one of the trends is, believe it or not, book covers.
Okay.
People are wanting to know how to make book covers
So they're
is a bit of a
protecting their
trend.
books.
Yeah, so they're actually protecting their books and
Thinking
they want something to put their book in because they're now taking it, putting it, so they want
places.
something to protect it when they put it in their handbag and
Mm,
different things
yeah,
or backpack or whatever. So
yeah,
I thought it's interesting. And what is this? Is this in sort of response to the fact that people are recognizing now that this is a good thing, that we want to go back to
yeah,
that? I don't know. Is it just a natural
yeah.
human
I hope it is in
response to our
recognition
environment?
that it's still needed. And the other thing that's growing is this book swap thing. We've got two in our town. We've
Or
got
those
one
ones
set
where
up,
they have the little sort of like a little
a
little mini
nook.
library out. Yeah, I forget
Mm.
what they're called. They're springing up everywhere,
Well,
aren't they?
yeah, some people call it a book nook. It's called different things, but my friend
Mm,
Lisa's set one up out the front of her house, and then the
mm,
community's got one in the main street, and they get used. And
mm,
people, yeah.
mm,
So I just think that's lovely. But
Mm.
when
Well, I
we
have to admit, if I'm going to get rid of my books, instead of just taking them to the op shop, I'll probably go around and put them in some of those little, whatever they're called, book nooks,
mm,
because they've actually got maps for them of where you find
oh,
them.
okay. Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because
We
we've got
got
quite a
rid
few of them
of,
here too.
yeah, we got rid of a lot of books about 15 years ago. Um,
Mm,
and I hated doing it in one sense.
mm,
Um, but so then at that time here we had a paper recycling building that the
mm,
senior citizens ran, and we you try and give away books and nobody wanted them.
mm,
So that was
mm,
say 15 years ago. So we actually threw a heap out. But
mm,
every time I dropped cardboard off at the paper recycling, I'd have a quick look through the boxes. But
mm,
it got ridiculous. They literally piled to the
mm,
ceiling. Thousands
mm,
and thousands of books just
mm,
dumped at the recyclers. And, there was a mob that used to send books to Africa and they closed it. Nobody
mm,
wanted
mm,
them. But obviously,
mm.
something's
With
changed in the last 10 to 15 years, which is good.
mm. Well, that's the thing that's
Look,
been
what
really
is it? And
interesting. Because I was just saying, like, I've got rid of so many thousands of books because I really was a book collector. I just
yes.
love books. And and I'm down to only one bookcase. And if it doesn't, my books don't fit in there, then I've got to get rid of stuff. Like,
Oh,
it's
you're
what I've
doing
decided.
well. I think we've got three still.
Yeah, but what was really interesting is the last maybe since I've come back to Ballarat, I guess, and I've been, going into the op shops, looking in the book sections, and the number of books I would have been out of replace has
Mm.
been just great. And I thought it actually has taken the fear is a strong word, but the fear of regret away a bit of getting rid of
Ah,
books because it's like, yeah, there's just so many books out there, and there's a lot of places that here in Australia anyway, they are actually trying to recycle the books, and I will be able to get them again if I have regret. Now, some
yeah.
obvious maybe you won't be able to get them as quickly as just going to your bookshelf. It
Mm.
might take time, but yeah, that
There used to be a company that would coordinate sales of used books, textbooks and sort of business books, but I don't think they exist anymore.
mm,
Um, but yeah, you can often find them in PDF form or in
mm,
audio form, something like that. But
mm,
I'm a collector as well, and since I've published my own and I'm still involved with the publisher, um,
mm,
the authors swap books. So if we go to an event together, we all swap books, and so you get
mm.
a signed copy. And so
Copy,
I've
yeah.
started a specific signed copy collection.
Oh,
So
that's nice. Yeah. Yep.
yeah, and my parents had thousands of books, and